Hey friends! Please like and subscribe for more amazing stories! My name is Charlie Meyer, and this is the story of how my first pregnancy went horribly wrong. When I first got pregnant, I was so happy. I had always wanted children, and I was married to a great man who I thought would make a great dad. When the doctor told us we were having twins, I was happier than ever. I was going to be a mom to two amazing kids. Unfortunately, my seemingly perfect husband was not so excited about it.
Twins? We can't have twins. We can't afford one baby, let alone two. Deciding to have kids was a mistake.
Please don't say our children are a mistake. I know they aren't born yet, but I already love them, and I don't want them to hear that you hate them. Don't worry about the money. I'll save up all my tips from my waitressing job, and we'll have enough to care for the babies. Even after I promised to save all of my salary, Dylan was very worried about money. He made me work extra hours so I could make even more money. And he took my tips away as soon as I got home every day so that he could make sure that I wasn't spending them on anything other than the babies. I didn't like how controlling he was being, but I tried to tell myself that he was only doing these things because he wanted to be a good dad. When the babies came, surely I would be happy about how careful he was being with our money. For 8 whole months, I saved my money, and soon it was almost time for the baby to come. Then, I came home from work one day, and Dylan had covered the whole couch in blankets and pillows. Why is the couch set up like that?
I wanted it to be ready for when the babies come. It could be any day now.
But the babies aren't going to sleep on the couch. We just bought a crib for them last week.
I know the babies aren't going to sleep on the couch. I put blankets out so you can give birth on the couch.
Why would I give birth on the couch? I'm going to give birth in a hospital. It's safest for me and the babies.
The hospital is so expensive, and you know we can't afford insurance.
I thought we bought insurance with some of my extra money. You told me you were going to buy some so that we would be able to go to the hospital to have the baby.
I know I said that, but it didn't happen. So, you're going to give birth here, on the couch. It's not so bad. See? Look at all the blankets.
I don't want to give birth on the couch. Let's just buy insurance now. It's not too late.
I can't do that. I don't have the money anymore.
You spent my money on something? We were supposed to save that money to help with the baby.
I didn't spend it. I just, lost it?
What? What do you mean, you lost it?
I mean, I took it to the casino. It wasn't going to be enough to care for 2 babies anyway. So, I had to do something. If I had won, we would have enough to send both babies off to college and never have to worry about the money. But then I lost, so we don't have the money anymore.
I couldn't believe it! All the money I had worked so hard for was gone! The husband I had thought was perfect had gambled it all away. Now, I wouldn't even have enough money to give birth in a hospital, let alone raise 2 babies. I was so sad I couldn't believe it. I can't believe you would do something like that.
I was just thinking of the babies. You can't be mad at me for that.
But I was mad at him anyways. He may have been thinking of the twins, but it was really stupid for him to go gambling like that. And now, I was going to have to give birth on a couch. I wasn't happy about it, but I didn't think I had any other options. I didn't think my pregnancy could get any worse. Then, the unthinkable happened. My babies, which had been doing nothing but kick and move in my stomach for months, stopped moving. Dylan wasn't home, but I called him right away. Dylan, please come home right now. I need you to drive me to the hospital. Something is wrong with the babies.
Not now, Charlie. I'm just about to win enough money to pay for the babies.
I could hear the casino in the background, but right then, I didn't care about money. I just cared about making sure my babies were okay. Dylan, the babies aren't moving. I'm scared. Please, I'm begging you to come home. I need you.
I said not right now. I'm busy.
Dylan, if you don't come and pick me and the babies up right now, I'm going to divorce you and you'll never see your children. Dylan was really mad then, but luckily he did leave the casino and come pick me up. I started to relax as we drove closer to the hospital, but then he drove right past it. Why did we drive past the hospital? I need to see a doctor. There's something wrong with the babies.
Don't worry. There isn't anything wrong with the babies. This is just what it feels like when a baby comes. You're just freaking out because it's your first time, and you don't need an expensive doctor in a sterile hospital. We're going to a midwife instead. They're much cheaper and they know everything about babies.
I wasn't sure about a midwife, but I couldn't change where he was going. He took me to an unfamiliar house and he told me to wait in the car while he went to the door. When he knocked, a beautiful blonde woman opened it for him. I didn't get out of the car, but I could hear them talking from where I sat. What are you doing here now, Dylan? We usually only meet up at night.
I'm not here to have fun today, Roxanne, like we do at the casino. My wife is pregnant and she's freaking out. She thinks she needs a doctor, but we can't afford a doctor right now. Can you pretend to be a midwife so she will calm down?
You have a wife? You never told me you had a wife.
Don't worry about it. I didn't tell you because I'm going to leave her as soon as the baby's born. She isn't that cute after all, but look at you. You are lovely.
I was so angry at all the things he had said, but I didn't even get a chance to confront him. Roxanne came to the door and helped me out of the car. Come with me, Charlie. I've been a midwife for 14 years. We're going to make sure those babies come out happy and healthy, okay? Let me just help you into the bedroom. She led me through her house, and I saw a casino uniform. I wanted to yell how obvious it was that she wasn't a midwife, but she just kept talking and trying to reassure me that things would be okay. When we got to the bedroom, she told Dylan he couldn't come in with us for now. She said it would be easier to check on the baby if it was just the two of us. She closed and locked the door. I worried that she was going to be jealous that I was married to Dylan and was having his baby. I thought she might attack me. Instead, she gave me a really worried, sympathetic look. I'm so sorry! I'm not really a midwife. I work in the casino where your husband goes to gamble. He just wanted me to pretend I was a midwife so you would calm down. I already knew that, but I was shocked that she had admitted it. Is there really something wrong with your babies? I told her how they hadn't moved in more than an hour and how worried I was. She got really worried too and promised to take me to the hospital. We knew that Dylan would never let us go, so she helped me sneak out through the back door so he wouldn't see us. We got into her car and she drove me to the hospital. As soon as we got there, I was taken into an emergency C-section. The doctors were really worried about the babies, and while they were working, I heard them say that if I had waited much longer, the babies might have died. Luckily, they both survived, and soon my perfect twins were happy and healthy and alive. I was so happy they were safe that I didn't even think about my horrible husband again, until Roxanne came to visit me and the babies. I'm so glad to see you're all okay. I was so worried about you. Thank you so much for bringing me here to the hospital. Without you, I wouldn't have had my wonderful twins. Roxanne told me everything that had happened while I was having the babies. Apparently, my husband had been in lots of debt to the casino, and he hadn't been paying them back, so he had been arrested. When she said that, I wasn't sad about not having my husband anymore. He deserved to go to jail after how he had treated me, but I was worried about money again. Now I was a single mother of twins with only a waitressing job. I told Roxanne how worried I was, and she told me I didn't need to worry anymore. My job at the casino pays me more money than I know what to do with, and I already feel a sort of connection to these twins. Whatever money you need to raise them, I'll give it to you. Consider it an apology for sleeping with your husband. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. As my husband's mistress, she should have been my enemy. But instead, she was fixing the life my seemingly perfect husband had broken. It was almost unthinkable, but over the next few years as I raised my twins, she made good on her promise. She bought them everything they needed and even paid for their college. I never talked to my husband again. The only time I even saw him was when he signed the divorce papers from inside his prison cell. But his mistress, the very woman I should have hated, became my friend for life. It's funny how things work out sometimes. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.